I'm Walker, and you guessed it, I'm still surviving the zombie apocalypse. Since my last journal, I had to lay low for a little while. It's been a little over a week, I think, and so far the technique worked. There hasn't been too much activity going on. Zombies have been keeping pretty low key. When there's no food, I don't know what they do. They go have zombie parties or something. Anyway, unfortunately, the problem with sitting around doing very little for a week and a half is it kind of starts to tax my provisions. My food and my water is getting a bit low, so now I have to go and forage. The neighborhood here has a lot of houses, so I figure I can find something left behind. Canned foods, bottled water, anything really at this point. I am also using what lighting I have through flashlights and glow sticks, just because the power's kind of been spotty a little bit lately, and if I'm going to go out on a forage trip, I want to keep as low profile as I can. Use some mad ninja skills and stuff to get out there and find out what I need to do. Alright, so instead of telling you about my neighborhood and my techniques, what now I'm going to do today is explain to you the equipment I use, the stuff that's kept me around and kept me surviving this long. So I'm going to start with my weapons. Alright, first one, and the one you've all seen a few times by now, is my axe. This is my baby, my go-to weapon. It comes with me everywhere. That's why it's always with me in the videos. I'd be lying if I denied sleeping with it. Not like in a sexual way though. That's a little bit creepy. Oh. Anywho, it has brained a few zombies, decapitated a couple of heads. Also, it's quite the tool. It's got me into a few locked doors. And it's pretty obvious what an axe can do. I don't really need to explain that too far. But yeah, it's quite the weapon. This one is specifically, it's quite light, well balanced. Made a good product. So I'll get that out of the way, keep it close. Of course, there's my emergency option only. This sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. No, wait, no, sorry, that's a double-barreled shotgun. That's somebody else's gun. No, this baby here is a 303 British. It's an old gun, but it's guaranteed to put down even the biggest zombies with a well-placed headshot. And I reiterate, emergency option only. Next up, another weapon that's made a cameo in my first video here is my knife, aka the Diplomat. I've had a few run-ins and a few arguments with zombies, and the Diplomat has come in quite handy to mediate the discussion or the confrontation to a very agreeable conclusion, namely me still alive and one less zombie to worry about. Gnaw on me later. If you can, I highly suggest getting your hands on a heavy-duty flashlight. Not only are they great for lighting, but in a pinch, they make a hell of a blunt object. Blunt weapon, that's probably the word I should have used. I have a lot of lighting. While I'm still thinking about it, speaking of blunt objects, crowbars, if you have them, keep them. They're very valuable, obviously, they're a bit more effective at breaking into houses and stuff than the axe is, but they also make a great blunt weapon, a stabbing weapon, just an all-around very versatile tool. Unfortunately, I did have a crowbar, but it has recently been stuck in the ribs of a zombie, and the zombie walked off with it, so I need to get me a new one. Shouldn't be too hard, but I haven't had any luck yet. Okay, what else do we have here to show you? I have a headlamp, as well as many other flashlights. The headlamp is my main source of lighting when I'm walking around. Keeps my hands free. Though the flashlight over there does make a good beaten weapon if things get sticky. Glow sticks are alright, but they're kind of hard to find. First aid kit. Basically has tourniquets, bandages, sewing needles, thread, if in case you gotta seal up a wound. Some basic antibiotics, alcohol swabs, stuff to keep your wounds clean. Nothing fancy, but all stuff that'll carry you a long way in this kind of situation. What else do I have? I've gone over some weapons. Oh yeah, my multi-tool. A godsend. It's unlike most multi-tools, you know, you gotta open them from the inside and then close them back up, and then you can use your knife or your screwdriver. Well, this baby pops right out the side, locks in, close it up. Another knife on this one. You can never have enough knives. They're handy for just about anything. This multi-tool, I got lucky. I've had it for a while. Has quite a few very helpful tools on it. Well, I mean, anyone with a multi-tool knows what kind of features it has and its uses. But find one. Another very handy tool, and I don't need to get into too far of an explanation with it. My Zippo. It's got a little wolf on the front. Yeah, a couple tricks with it. Fire, keep you warm. Even if with the Zippos or an empty lighter in general, even if you run out of fluid, which I'm probably getting low on, it sparks, and the sparks, if you know what you're doing, get enough dry tinder and you can still make a fire and still keep warm. So even an empty lighter is still a very worthwhile tool for survival in general, not just with the zombie apocalypse. I have some binoculars carried over from my old hunting gear. You guys have seen me mention my written journal. Helps keep my mind active on other things, just to keep occupied while I'm sitting around and just thinking on what's going on and the people you've lost is far from helpful. Keep your mind active. I got a couple hacky sacks. I've been teaching myself to juggle. Not well. Whatever to keep my mind occupied. Another pocket knife I found here. Not very sharp, but pretty pointy. What else? A couple little guilty items. Yum yum. Pineapple. Tube of dice. You never know when you might need a tube of dice. It's a tube of dice. I have some water. There's a couple water bottles, but I'm running low. I'm going to be bringing some rations with me. In this case, oatmeal cream cookies. Oatmeal's healthy, right? And, I mean, well, honestly, like the sugar and the calories at this point, I'm going through them anytime I move out there, and with the lack of food, the calories are extremely important. So I don't have to really worry too much about my exceeding waistline. What else do I have to show you? Oh yeah, the glue that holds all my equipment together. You see me wearing it. This orange monstrosity is my web gear. Holds all my equipment, all my gear. Keeps my hands free, other than the axe and the rifle, but I got a sling for the rifle. The web gear has tons of pockets. There's even a little pocket in the back for like a water bladder if I ever get so lucky as to find one. I stick my water bottles in here. I got pockets for just about everything in here. I wear it. I almost feel naked without it now. I'm kind of feeling a little exposed not wearing it instead of just showing it to you. Yeah. The Hunter Orange, obviously, something I purchased before the zombies, got up and started eating everybody. And it was for hunting. And in Canada, Hunter Orange is mandated a law, so you have to be covered in orange all the time, so you don't get shot by by accident. So, I got this. Orange wouldn't be my first choice of colors to use in this situation, but it still serves its purpose. If I can find a different, I'm sure I'll come across another set of web gear somewhere in my foraging, but until then, orange will do. It does what it does, and zombies don't seem to differentiate from color. It's mostly smell, movement, sound. Just raiders that I don't really want spotting the bright orange. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of equipment. I try to carry light because I'll be bringing back more, hopefully, than what I left with. That's the idea anyway. I thought about bringing the camera on this outing, but I think I'll leave it behind. I'm going to concentrate on getting food first, and when I'm ahead a bit, then I'll bring you out, show you some tips on out in the field, how to deal with zombies and surviving. So my stomach's grumbling. Those oatmeal cream cookies are only going to last me so long. It's time to go collect some food. Take a stroll amongst my undead neighborhood. Actually, I'm gonna hike a few kilometers away and do my foraging. Anyway, I'll get back into that. I'll explain all that later. Hopefully I'll come back with a crowbar and maybe a different color web gear. So, until next time, I'm Walker. Keep watching.